100 years ago, in San Francisco and in San Diego, there was an exposition. It was called a Pan-Pacific Exposition, and it was a kind of a World's Fair. The World's Fair part of it, style was kind of cramped because there was a war going on, so I'm sure that they had French and English and possibly Germans at this thing, but they probably didn't get along very well because of the First World War. Now, the Pan-Pacific Exposition was put on to celebrate two historical points. One was the opening of the Panama Canal, and the other one was the rebuilding of San Francisco. So, with the opening of the Panama Canal, you get a lot of very wealthy people that take ships and come around from the East Coast and go to first San Diego and then to San Francisco. This Pan-Pacific Exposition was gigantic and remarkable, really a historical first. They had an art section in it called the Hall of Arts, I can't remember the exact term for it. But this was 1950, and they had all the progressive art of the time in there for the West Coast. Now the West Coast, because of its distance, is kind of culturally deprived, even with the wealthy people. So this was a coup to have this Hall of Arts. But the thing was, the Hall of Arts primarily featured Impressionism. Impressionism was already 45 years old in France, see? So it was getting kind of late. But for the upper class, it was a real benefit and a sense of achievement and whatnot.
It was the top thrill of the zone. The zone was joy unconfined. This is Toyland grown up, a 14-acre playground for the children. To many people, this is their only memory of the fair.
Now, this fair was so big, this symposium was so big, exposition, that they had a gigantic midway called the Fun Zone. And the Fun Zone had colossal statues of genies and giants and dragons and trolls, all kinds of amusements and rides, sideshows. It was just remarkable. Now, the point I'm making is, my art here is not in the Hall of Honor, it's the sideshow. So when you look at this stuff, you're going to realize this is not completely academically respected.
Yet much of this material has been described as an illustrated, detailed course in perversion.